Hello students, good morning. So students, today once again I am discussing with you the chapter government from civics chapter 3, my next part. Okay, and before that I have already discussed with you so many things regarding the government, like the understanding of government, understanding a government, that what is government, law and the government, how does the government manage such a huge country. So these points we have already discussed in my previous video. And also we have discussed that income of the government, okay, organs of the government, and in between the organs of the government there are legislature, executive and judiciary part. Now today I am going to discuss with you this part. This is very vital part, that is levels of the government. This is the levels of the government. So, students, each state of India is the subdivided into districts. We know that our state is divided such as so many districts. Okay, like now we are in the Paschim Bardhaman. This is our district. Okay, so this is subdivided into so many districts, and districts are they are made up with the cities, towns, like in between the Paschim Bardhaman, we live Asansol. Okay, and Asansol is a city. After that, Asansol is a, you can say, the town Asansol, and in between Asansol there are so many areas are there. Okay, so cities, towns and villages. So districts are made up of cities, towns and so many villages. At every level it is the government. So in every level, like the cities, like towns, like villages, like districts, so every levels have the government, which provides all facilities such as hospitals, education, electricity, water supply, etc. Now the government operates at the three different levels. So at the government level there are three, at the government position there are three levels. One is the national level, next is the state level, and the last is the local level. Okay. So, at the national level, central government manage the affairs of the country. We know the national level means who actually organize, who actually look after the total part, the central government, okay? And the state government look after the welfare of particular state, okay? Only state government is for only for the particular state. The third level is the local government. Okay, like the like who is our nearest town government, who is our the head of the town, village of the town, like that. Village, towns and cities are looked after by the local governments. The functions of each level of government are well defined to avoid confusion. So if we have any confusion, then we go to where? Shall we go to the state level? Shall we go to the national level? No. First, we will go to our local government and discuss with the our problem or the problematic matter. Okay. Now, the types of government. Throughout the history, different countries have adopted different forms of government. Monarchy, dictatorship and democracy. We know that actually our country is a democratic country because we choose our representative own self. Okay, that means people choose their own representative, and when which state actually choose their own representative through the vote, that is the democratic country. But the government have so many forms of the government, like monarchy one type of government, dictatorship another type of government, and the democracy this is another. So are the very common form of the government. So these all are the forms of the government. Let us learn about them. Now we will learn about what is monarchy, what is dictatorship and what is democracy. Now the monarchy. Monarchy is the oldest form of government. Okay, actually it is the very much oldest form because one time was there when king and queen they ruled the country, they ruled the kingdom, they ruled their city. Okay, so actually when it was there, that means king or queen look after their ruled the country. That is actually the monarchy government. So in monarchy, a country is ruled by a monarch or a single ruler. It could be a king or queen. He or she has all the power. So every powers kept means by the king or queen. Whatever they will decide, as part that the country will continue the work or follow the rules and regulations. Okay, so power is not in hand the people, power in hand the king or queen. In this form of government, the power is hereditary. So hereditary means when any power actually means when any power actually forwarded by the family wise. Okay, that means you can say the receive as inheritance. So suppose in any country's king is the government. So after the generation, next generation, like the son of the king, he will be the next king or next ruler. Okay, so that is the hereditary. The monarchy is assisted by the his or her ministers to run the empire, but the king or queen always took the final decision. If the governance of the monarch was good, then the country prospered. However, this government in its purest form cannot be successful in the modern world. Now our next part is dictatorship. In dictatorship, one individual or a small group of people assume control of a country. So in dictatorship, any one particular person or a some group of people, they can rule over the country. Such power is often obtained by force. That means forcefully actually this power can obtain. People who changed a dictator are often punished severely. This type of government rarely gives freedom to its people. That means this type of government actually don't want that people should enjoy their freedom. Okay, so rarely give the freedom to its people. The best example of this form of the government was the dictatorship of Adolf Hitler. So he is the very important and very good example for the dictatorship. Next is our democracy. Democracy is the most popular form of government and is based on freedom and equality. So it is based on our freedom and equality. That means people can take that decision freely, okay, and all are equal before the law also. In democracy, the power lies with the common people. So this is very much important, that where power is lies with the common people who cast their votes to elect representatives of their choice through elections. That is the democracy. The candidate who gets maximum number of votes become the representative. These representatives become the members of the parliament, MP. The party which has maximum number of elected representatives form the government. So who form the government? That which party get the maximum numbers of vote. Okay, maximum numbers of elected representatives form, that make the government. They make the government. A democratic government makes the citizens all powerful, because if the representatives don't perform well, the citizens can vote them out in the next election. Yes, actually all power is vested with the people, on the hand of the people, because if who is the representative, which representative actually chosen by us, if that representative not work properly for the common people, then we can just once again when election will come, we can out in the next election. Abraham Lincoln defined democracy as a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So Abraham Lincoln actually given one statement that it is very vital that government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. In the other word, it is the government formed by our chosen representatives who came to power because we elected them so that they can work for welfare of the country. As we have selected them for our representative, he or she must be do the work for the country. He or she must be think better of the for the country. Okay. So these are the types of the government. Now the types of the democracy. So democracy have also the types. So there are two types of democracy. One is direct democracy and another is representative democracy. In direct democracy, people directly make laws and policies by which they are governed. This form of government is suitable for country with small population. Where the population is very small, there it can apply. Okay, but in huge population, it never be applied. There actually continued with the representative democracy. In representative democracy, elected representatives from the government. In this type of government, the leaders chosen by the people become members of the body called the legislature. India follows a representative democracy. So our India follows this democracy. Okay. Other countries that follow representative democracy are United States, United Kingdom, Russia, Japan, etc. Now our next part is different forms of representative democracy. So this part, student, I will discuss with you in my next video class. Till, thank you and goodbye.